Welcome back to another edition of Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Katelyn Grisillo, and joining us today is women's softball coach, Coach Snyder. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So you're coming off an NCAA tournament berth and return a lot of talent from last year's team. What are your expectations for 2015?
Well, the same, but more. You know, we made it to the championship game of the Southeast Regional and, didn't win that game to go to the Supers. So, we're looking to get past that championship game into Super Regionals, win 2 there, and go right into the College World Series.
Right. Your entire infield returns this year minus Alyssa Cook. How good can they be, in your opinion?
I think we're going to have one of the best infields in the conference. Like you say, we have a lot of returners. We've got a newcomer that we play in second base. Well, she's not new, she's a returner, but she didn't play much there last year, but she'll be in there at second base and is doing a great job. So I think it'll be, like I said, one of the best.
After the fall season and practices this spring, who do you think will start behind the plate?
That's a tough one because we have 3 very good catchers. 2 are freshmen and one's a returner. But I look, Andrea Daring is the returner. I look for her to see time back there, and also Sydney Murphy, who she may have a step up as being, the best catcher right now. But that's really hard to say because they're all so close.
That's great. You have so many options.
Right. And the other freshman, Erica David, is doing very well too. So, it's good to have choices, and I've been telling the girls that, we're first couple of games will really tell us a lot.
Right.
And it's so hard in practice because one day one's doing great, and the other one's not. Then it flip-flops the next day of practice.
Right. So I'll have to be ready to go.
Yeah, yep.
You're replacing 2 outfielders with the graduation of Caitlin White and Brittany Williamson. How tough will that be?
That's been the big question mark for us. And we're solid in left and center. Victoria Burkett in left, and Sarah Monti in center, who is should be an All-American outfielder. She's been getting overlooked, but she's one of the best in our conference. So right field right now, we have 4 or 5 people out there every day, trying to figure out who's going to be the starting right fielder, and that'll be another thing once we start games of trying different people in and out at that spot.
Right. Just gives people the opportunity to
Right.
step up.
Exactly.
What are your expectations for your center fielder, Sarah Monti, who you've spoken highly
Just said, in my mind, she's been overlooked, and I think maybe she hasn't produced the offensive numbers that she has needed, but I look for that to change. Defensively, there's none better. She makes some plays out there that the best statement anybody can make to a softball player or baseball player is you're fun to watch.
Right.
And Sarah Monti is fun to watch.
That's great.
So.
Your team took to hitting the long ball last season. Can we expect to see the same style of play this year, or will it be back to small ball?
Oh, no. It'll be long ball. It's that, if anything, is the big positive for this year's team is the hitting.
Right.
I've got a 5th-year senior baseball player, Ben Dona, who's helping us, and he has really got them swinging it. And then in practice, we're hitting 30, 40, 50 balls out of the park every day at practice.
Oh, wow.
Do I think that's going to happen in games? Nah. I know better than that.
You never know.
But I think in all honesty, we'll double our home run production of last year, and I think we're going to surprise a lot of teams with the power that we have.
That's great. In the circle, you will now have Taylor Morgan and newcomer Danielle Payne as your primary starters. Can you talk a little bit about both, and what does Danielle bring to USC Aiken?
Well, of course, Danielle has come in. This is the last possible semester she can play. Okay. She played 2 years at Aiken Tech, carried them to a Junior College World Series, played 1 year up at Francis Marion, and then set out a year and now she's back and thrown for us. She's a great pitcher. I mean, I would have liked to have had her for her whole 4-year career.
Right.
Just didn't work out at the time. But her, along with Taylor, I don't think we're going to miss a beat. I know it's, the last 4 years we've had India Cornegay, and she's breaking records every semester and doing that. But honestly, with these two on the mound, along with, we have 2 other new freshman pitchers. I think that, they're going to get the job done. Everybody looked at India last year in the conference and looking at conference stats, and she led in strikeouts the whole year. But if you just pan down that list, setting at number 3 and 4 all year long was Taylor. So she wasn't that far
Right.
behind, and so I think she will throw even better because there's a little more pressure on her as a junior pitcher.
Right. You open up with 4 games at home against Queens and Newberry before starting conference play against Lander. How difficult is it to go almost immediately into the Peach Belt play?
Yeah, that's not really how you want to go into conference play. But our conference office sets the schedule for us, and you have to take what you're given there.
Right.
But it will give us 4 games under our belt. Queens, they're a spunky little team, and they'll come in. They've already played some games, and they'll test us right off the bat, which is good. You don't want a powder puff team in that you can just blow away.
Right.
You want somebody that's going to
Put up
give
a
you a
fight.
game.
Right.
And then Newberry comes to town after that, and they'll be coming to play here. They've got one of our former assistant coaches is assistant coach there. And so they'll come hunting bear. And then, like I said, going into Lander, that'll give us 4 games. We should know a few more things about our team. And I think we'll be successful there.
Awesome. Well, I feel confident that y'all will start off the season strong. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
That wraps up another edition of Coach's Corner with Coach Snyder. I'm your host, Katelyn Grisillo. Thank you for watching.